Mary, this is Armando Villa. I want to talk to Lieutenant Saltzmann and tell him that I'm not going to record the conversation. Lieutenant Saltzmann, this is Armando Villa, and I'm not recording the conversation. My question to you is that, do you know, so since you're the person in command of this investigation, my question to you is that, who was the person who interviewed Dr. Tisdale? How come he told me that someone called him? So, since you are the person investigating this, who do you think? Well, because you guys were worried about the abuse of the dog if he was not, if she was not killed that night. Okay, so you didn't call her, him, because like you were so concerned about the health of the dog that if you released the dog to me, that either I was going to kill the dog or I was. Oh, okay. So then I'm going to call Dr. Tisdale and ask him about that. Another question that I ask is like, why do you accept statements from these witnesses that were not dated? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It refers to the same. It refers to that, but it could have been written at any time in order to coordinate the responses. Yeah, but if I know it all refers to that, but the thing is that if you don't date it when you wrote it, it means that you can talk to someone else and say, "What did you write?" And then you write something that coordinates with what you know. Well, you guys are in the police business, and then would you trust a statement that is not dated? Would you trust a statement that is not dated? Who did that? Who did that? Who did that? Oh. Well, I thought that you were the person in charge because you are the lieutenant. Okay, well, but you don't know who. Right, that day? Okay, well. Anyhow, another question is like you told me when I was leaving, Armando, do not come to this clinic anymore. They don't want you as a client. You remember? That when I was living with my dog, you say what they want is that you don't come here anymore, and I don't want, because you and nobody, you never talk to me about me pushing anybody. Okay, exactly. So now my question is that you know that they're building a new building, and that probably what they're going to do is destroy the old building that is the one that where the incident happened. So yes, no, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that in order for me to be able to defend this case, I need a layout of the rooms. So how I'm going to get that? Well, how about? But I would like the dimensions because it's very difficult by memory. Just saying, well, this room is this, and um, how about you? Can you help me? You cannot call them and say, give a plan to Armando? Okay, so maybe I ask the state's attorney. Yeah, because he's the one who said, because over there they talked about how I picked my dog and I brought it into another room. Well, maybe they call that another room, but it's just basically just next door. Anyhow, so you cannot help me. So I should not call them because, I talked to Werner and Werner said call them and ask for the plans. No. If I write them a letter, Well, there is not an order. There is not a no contact order in place. Yeah. Well, they never told me not to write. You never told me that. You never told me that you say, Armando, you shouldn't come here anymore. But you never said that. That's not what you told me. But anyhow, is that okay? Well, that is not fair because I need to know. Um, so if I write a letter, they probably will have me arrested. Well, maybe I'm taking that chance because I need to know. Well, I write the letter to the state's attorney and then and tell him that if he can forward it to them or something like that. Maybe that's probably better. Or maybe I write the letter to you and you forward it to them because you are the investigator. Yeah, you are the person who was in charge of that investigation? No, I will send you the letter. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, you throw it away? He says he will throw the letter away.